And when you taste the Spirit, nothing else will do anymore. And I know we've only scratched the surface. God has so much more for us. So in Colossians 2, look at verse number 7. When you realize this, what I've been sharing, when you realize this, you're going to be rooted and built up in Him and established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with what? Thanksgiving. Brothers and sisters, thanksgiving is a key. When you realize God is your Father, and your Father, He is all-wise, He's all-knowing, and He's all-loving. And when you don't question those things, whatever comes to you comes from or through the Father. Jesus was before Pilate. And Pilate said, don't you know that I have the power to release you and to kill you? Jesus said, look here, you would have no power over me if it hadn't been given you of my Father. And that is why He was settled. He knew it had come through the Father. And when you realize this, and you realize that whatever the Father allows to come to you works together for your good and for your benefit, then you can give thanks in how many things? All things, even for the trials and tribulations. Amen. And when you do that, you obtain victory. When you're able to give thanks in the midst of trial and tribulation, God says, my son has learned the lesson. His faith is being perfected. And look here, I don't care what comes. If I trust my Father, let me die. I've conquered. That's the truth. What have we to fear? When you have this mindset, you're invincible. The more Satan squeezes, the more glory you give to God. And Satan becomes frustrated. The gospel is beautiful, brothers and sisters. So as you're being rooted and built up in Him, you're doing everything with thanksgiving. And that's, by the way, the key to being filled with the Spirit in Ephesians 5.